Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Albania or Iberia campaign in Europa Universalis IV. 35% of the chance, 35% chance to take their capital. That's probably going to be the only thing that we need. We're going to take Urbino and Kona and Abruzzi. And I'd also like to separate piece Mantua for some money. That's probably all that we're going to do. I will look to see, like, if we did vassalize them or something, because Austria just transferred it to us. Not Milan. We're looking at Mantua, sue for peace. Yeah, it's a lot of You can't just no CB march in, vassalize an elector. That pisses people off. Force their religion, however, is funny and totally something I'm going to do. They're going to become Orthodox. That's fantastic. You're Orthodox and your only province is Catholic. No, it's Orthodox and you're Orthodox, which means I don't think you're allowed to be an elector anymore. That's funny. So there's... Wait, hold on. Mantua is still an elector. Even though they're Orthodox. Lovely. Truly lovely. 87 war score is probably plenty. I want these things. I would love to get something on the coast of the Tyrrhenian Sea so we could fabricate on nothing. Siena, maybe. I believe Siena is part of the Empire, is it not? Yeah. That would be tricky then. Of course, we're allied to the Emperor, so we could do it. Could always do that later on, though. So let's just see. If I were to take the three that I have claims on, it's 23.6 aggressive expansion. If I were to take something else, we're looking at way too much. So yeah, we just have to cool our jets. Just take these three for now. It's a very good war. Can we force your religion? Can humiliate them. We do need the monarch points. It's an long extra truce though. Yeah, I think the war reps go directly to me, so 53 power projections, a pretty good deal. I think we'll take this. Sure. I mean, I need time to kind of dismiss the aggressive expansion, to let it go away. We just beat the crap out of our rival. Austria hopefully is not too upset. Okay, they're upset about the aggressive expansion, but that's it. Like, because they didn't expect territory, they're not particularly angry, which is great. Now we do have 3 provinces with relatively high development that are the wrong religion now. Clergy still have enough land. Nobility barely have enough land. We picked up no forts. Lots of aggressive expansion. Sorry, lots of unrest and fairly crap autonomy. For 3 provinces, I think it probably is worthwhile to buy down war exhaustion before coring. And yeah, let's just get started on the cores. Let's get our ships back to protecting trade. They already are. Our naval force limit went up by 3. Let's immediately queue up some more light ships. Let's not train any more troops. Our mission right now is to get to 50 prestige. You know, we really don't need that mission. We already have 3 stability, so... We've lost the effects of Western arms trade because we got aggressive expansion here. Table State just counter-rivaled us. Let's improve relations with the Emperor. Okay, so we do need to give them more land. Granting this land to the Clergy, I wonder. Not all of it, but some of it. Maybe the highest development province, so that it's easier for us to convert. Currently, we'd have a missionary strength of 2. We could potentially get a lot more by granting it to the Clergy. Well, I need to give at least 1 province to the Clergy and 1 province to the nobility. I and P. I think we grant Bosnia to the nobility since it has a fort. Although it would be better if we did provinces that already have, like, high autonomy. Maybe we'll give Istria, also has a fort, to the nobility. So we get the local defensiveness modifier. So that covers our issues with them. And now the clergy. I think we'll give it to you. 70% influence here, which is fine. Loyalty could be better. Spend money to get them above 60%, getting us stability cost modifier. Probably not going to do that. We demand diplomatic support, lose some influence here, but I'm kind of liking these modifiers here. So I don't think we will. Alright. Free claim on Napoli. Nice. Alright, we're going to have to buy down inflation. Look at that, inflation's actually coming down. Never mind. Now it's going up. We're going to have to buy that down. I can't afford to be above 5%. Financial ruin is a horrible event. We cannot let that fire. How's the aggressive expansion map mode look? It's actually not as bad as I would have expected, but I'd still like to cool it for a few years. Getting some temples over in the Italy area would be nice. Okay, let's buy down inflation by 1. We're not going to be doing any development until we finish economic ideas, but we might start doing it at that point. Tunis has decided conquest on the Mamluks. Wow. What is up with that? Tunis is on tech 6 versus the Mamluks 7. Tunis has 11k troops. The Mamluks. Or is it the or just Mamluks? Mamluks have 23k. Why would you do this? You've called in the Ottomans against them, I see. Very well. Siena sent the Papal State an insult. I don't normally get pop-ups about that. I don't know if something's changed or what. Maybe because we have new neighbors or something. But that's quite comical. Alright, can we still... No, we can't. I guess maybe you have to be... It has to be like one province to allow you to have that free military access or something. Or maybe you can only cross one country to get to your own land. I'm not sure. We'd have to use transports to get back from here. The Croatian separatists are rather upset in Istria. I think that's probably where we need to park the army. There's Western arms trade back. Let's go ahead and get a claim on Treviso. Not Friuli, because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Austria considers Friuli to be theirs. Not Treviso for some reason. Okay, we had already had claims here. Now we have a claim there. No one seems to care that I'm just, you know, destroying the Pope. Taking all of his holy land. And the Pope only has 4 provinces. He's no longer going to control any of this. And hey, at least because we're not Catholic, they can't say like, hey, we should return the Papal State to its rightful owner. No, I want that 29 development. Thank you. That will be mine at some point. As will Venezia. We now accept Croatian. Venezia 27 with a coastal center of trade, 4.7 naval force limit. I want all these things. Yes, please. Okay, Trier's done bad things. Papal State has a diplomat. Remove Ragusa from the map. Conquer Capitanata. Well, fighting against Castile would be very difficult. I don't think I want to do that. Attacking Florence. It's also not exactly an option. So no, we're just going to hold off. If somehow the Ottomans... Tech 7 versus Tech 7. If they somehow, like, don't do well in their war, which is unlikely, considering there's 60k troops, then maybe we would consider trying to pull Austria into a war over there. But for now, just sitting on what we have. Ragusa has entered into a military alliance with the Papal State. Wonderful. That means that the next war with the Papal State, we can take Ragusa. Remove Ragusa from the map gives inspiring victory. That might be what we do. However, we have a very long truce. It's a long, long truce. How are we doing in our node anyway? Hungary actually has more trade power than we do. Because they are getting caravan power. But we're close. We're close to being the #1 leader. Ragusa, man, just that one damn province. They're at 60. Jeez, I need that province so badly. That's like the most pivotal province in the node, of course. 29 development's also pretty damn good. Stupid Ottomans guaranteeing them. I am glad they've allied the Papal State, though. That gives me a fantastic opportunity. We do have some money. Temples. We need Amin Tech 6. We've fallen behind that way. Marketplaces are also okay, but probably not something I want to spend too much money on. The barracks could be good. 625 more manpower cap from one barracks. No, I think not. I think I'll just wait. I think I'll stockpile money, wait for Admin Tech 6. Maybe we'll build some production efficiency buildings. I'd rather sit on the money right now. Alright, do we fabricate a claim, or do we just hope that the Ragusa mission's still available the next time we can declare war here? I could, actually, Regency in Austria. They've been re-elected. Austria's rival Lithuania. It's fine. Mantua, Venice, Lucca. Mantua, Lucca. It wouldn't matter anyway. I can't co-belligerent the Papal State while we have a truce. So we just have to wait till we have no truce anymore. Okay, Croatian separatists. 0.3% in Istria. Once the core is finished, we should be fine. I'm not used to it taking so long after having played as so much Uzbek Unleashed. You know, like, we were nuts with our coring ability. Castile, we have manually set to friendly. They still don't want an alliance. The Shadow Kingdom. Failure of successive empires to restore imperial authority has, Alright, so they are now members in name only. Which means that Siena and all this stuff down here is now free game. So let's go ahead and let everyone in our alliance chain know, I want Siena. In fact, obviously I want this land here. As long as it doesn't conflict with you, I expect all this to become mine. Corsica, Genoa, Savoy. Like, we need to attack Florence next. So, probably a good idea to get a couple extra claims here. Well, one extra claim. Who are my rivals? Naples, Papal State, and Venice. Honestly, if Venice stopped being an acceptable rival, I wouldn't mind that, because I could rival Florence. Okay, Croatian separatists are coming down. Soon we'll build a lower maintenance, hopefully. Genoa and Savoy. Neither of which are scary in the slightest. I'm almost positive Milan would join the war. You, what do you want? You don't even want to expand. You would take these for strategic utility, apparently. Well, good. More land for me to expand into, right? You just sit there and not want anything. It's fine with me. No war exhaustion. We've got apparently 3 separate rebel factions over here. So that'll be interesting. Let's start transporting the army over. Now that we no longer have progress here. Herald from Hungary and Austria. Not sure why I got 3 pop-ups about one country getting a leader. But I did. That's what happened. Alright, we're paying so much for forts right now. Wondering if maybe we could get away with losing a fort. Hey, there goes our truce. Do we immediately try to convert? I think so, probably. It's a fairly long conversion, but we need to get it converted eventually. Alright, let's consider. If we were to attack Florence, that allows us to cut off anyone's interest in Siena. Both Milan and Austria would totally support us. Let's just spend our favors. Like, I feel like eventually these alliances are going to fall apart anyway, so why not spend the favors, right? We want a co-belligerent Genoa? No. Same thing with Savoy, no. No, let's just declare the war now. Hopefully my navy is strong enough to be out there. Should be okay. That Shadow Kingdom event is really good. Now that we can freely take this land and not have to worry about the Empire, we don't have to wait for the Protestant thing to happen. And maybe we can even stack wipe this guy. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind, I can't spread out nearly as much as I'd like. Can ask for military access here, there's probably no reason for you to not. Still, that won't let me march past the first, like, layer here, so it doesn't actually help, does it? Our truce with Lucca has ended. Well, it's definitely somebody I'd like to attack next. It's only a level 3 fort. Might not be a bad idea to park one extra troop. I like having 10k for a 9k required fort. Just because it kind of guarantees that my siege never slows down. This is going to be a great war. We're going to start to expand very quickly now. Now that we're starting to actually break out of our area here. We'll end up with our claim here. We'll take just these 2 provinces. It's still a lot, 17 and 17. It's another 34 development. So we're going to grow fairly quickly. Ottomans has no longer rivaled them. They have rivaled Castile. Good. Our trader is dead. Mamluks are disappearing. Diplo rep guys, acceptable. Honestly, that's fine. I don't see us actually being able to take that from the Ottomans. Maybe if it had been Venice, we could do it. Lose inflation and lose our Patriarch authority. Well, the income malice from Patriarch authority is definitely... Okay, Patriarch authority, 3 positives, 1 negative. It's just always better, I think, to go for the Patriarch authority, if you can. Even though you lose income, I mean, I just think it's better. So, the inflation would be nice to get rid of, but I'm going to go for the Patriarch authority. I think long term, the harder we work to get the Patriarch authority up, it's just going to be a powerful modifier for us. Okay, 36 war score. We have no individual war score against like Genoa and the other guy yet. Alright, what's this one? Liberatas Ecclesia. Gain loyalty permanently and have them gain influence, or lose influence temporarily, lose Patriarch authority. Well, this is really the only option. So gain prestige, gain loyalty, and the clergy gain 10 influence for a long time. 25 years. No, yeah. Putting them to over 80 influence, which is really dangerous. However, independent clergy expires in 96. So that means that in 5 years, they'll dip back down to 70. 5 years times 12 months per year is 60. So the disaster, assuming the disaster only ticked at 1% per month, it would go away before it could fire. Or we could try to do an event that lowers their influence. If we even have one. There are none. I'm gonna risk it anyway. I want the permanent 10 loyalty. And I think that we can avert the disaster. I think it's gonna be fine. The disaster should pop up next month. And let's just find out. This is not good. Let's find out what this is going to be. How much per month. If it's anything more than 1, I'm kind of screwed. Progress is 1 each month. Okay, no, we should be fine. Unless I totally boned my math. We should be fine. Okay, well, I am going to take a break here. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. See you soon.